I'm Pinetop Jackson, and I'm an urban explorer. I live in Detroit, Michigan. Every weekend, my friends and I venture out away from the shiny parts of the city in search of the historic buildings that have been neglected and have fallen to ruin. A while ago, we took a road trip to another urbex destination, Gary, Indiana. We saw an abandoned train station, an opera house, a bank, a football stadium. But probably the coolest thing we saw that day was the gorgeous ruins of a huge old church. Looking like a real-life temple of time, the City Methodist Church of Gary, Indiana was a 9-story complex, including the sanctuary, a theater, a school, a gymnasium, a dining hall, and office spaces. Today we're going to look at all of it, or what's left of it anyway. Don't go anywhere. Designed by Chicago architectural firm Lowe Bollenbacher, City Methodist Church was built over the course of 21 months, from 1925 to 1926. It's been abandoned since 1975. A huge fire destroyed the roof in 1997. Little bit of stained glass left up there. This sanctuary could seat about 900 people. Pieces of wood from the organs. Held the organ pipes up, I think. Word. The 1,000-seat theater was called Seaman Hall, named for the man who had the entire complex built, Dr. William Seaman. Dr. Seaman was a progressive minister. Black people still weren't allowed in white churches in the 1920s, but other parts of the church were used for social gatherings, like a community center, and Dr. Seaman welcomed black and immigrant communities. However, the middle-class white folk of Gary, Indiana didn't take kindly to such radical ideas of all races living together in peace and harmony. So William Seaman was kicked out of the church he built, forcibly transferred to another ministry in Ohio. Eye of the Dragon. Now this part just looks like a big open courtyard. But before the big fire of 1997 took out the roof, this was the basketball court. Yeah, seems pretty stable.
Huh?
Seems stable.
Yeah.
Just watch your momentum. Don't keep going down that hole. Oh, the school part of the church. That makes sense. Yeah. I read a blog post about this place. It spoke of how City Methodist was used as a community meeting place in the 50 years it was occupied, and now that it's been abandoned for another 50 years, it's still being used for social gatherings. People come from all over the world to see City Methodist Church of Gary, Indiana. While we were there, we met a couple from Germany. They were on an urbex holiday, having flown into Chicago and then driving to Gary, Detroit, Cleveland, and then on to New York. The city of Gary now plans to demolish the 100-year-old structure that has been featured in Hollywood movies as well as hipster wedding photos. Who knows when or if these plans will come to fruition, but I do know I'm very glad I got to see it when I did.